Being the friend who never needs anything doesn't make you a good friend. I know that's not something that you want to hear. Most of us think that when we're constantly giving, when we're constantly holding it together, being the one who's fine out of our friend group, out of our family, that's what makes us a great friend. The reality is, it's not. It doesn't let the people who love you actually be there for you. It's actually quietly telling them that they're not needed. And eventually, they're going to stop asking you if you need help. They're going to stop asking you, are you okay? So here's a real question that I want you to sit with. How are you being a good friend if you're suffering in silence and the people who care about you either don't know that you're suffering or they know and they can't do anything about it? And how are you even going to show up as the best version of yourself for the people you care about and the people you love when you don't have the capacity for it? Let's talk about it. If we have not met yet, hello, my name is Natasha, and I'm a licensed therapist and the founder of Javery Integrative Wellness Services. We work with high achieving Black women who look like they have it all together on the outside, but feel really disconnected on the inside. And one of the places that that disconnection shows up is you've got it, friendships. And it's not because women are bad friends. You're not a bad friend. I wasn't a bad friend when I was struggling with being a high achiever and doing all the things. It's because there's this confusion between being a giver all the time and connecting. And those are not the same thing. So let's talk about the belief. Before we dig deeper, I want to help you name this belief so you can put words to it. It's probably something that you've been sitting on and something that you've been thinking, but you've never said it out loud. If I'm the one who always shows up, remembers the birthdays, I sit and I listen for hours, I'm the shoulder that they lean on, and never burden anyone with my own stuff, I'm a great friend. It feels true. It may even sound true. It might even look true from people on the outside looking in. But here's what that narrative and that belief quietly does to your actual relationships. First off, it doesn't let the people who care about you be there for you. It really doesn't. Friendship it's not one direction. It's not just go, 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 go. It's a loop. So it's constant give and take. I show up for you, you show up for me, and that's what consistently builds the closeness and the intimacy of a friendship. When you're only playing one role of the loop, you're not deepening the friendship. You're actually trying to control it. You're being a micromanager of your friendship. Second, and this is the one, it's going to hurt a little bit. It makes the people around you feel like they're not needed. Think about how that feels on the other end. When someone that you really care about, someone that you love, your A1 since day one, is really going through it, you know they're going through it, and they never let you help them. It doesn't feel like they're strong. Eventually, it feels like, okay, well, they don't trust me, or they don't need me, or you think that I'm not capable of holding the weight of what it is that you're going through. And third, if that goes on long enough, eventually they're going to just stop asking. And it's not because they don't care. It's not because they don't love you, but it's because every single time they ask you how you're doing, if you need anything, you say, I'm fine. Or you say, no, I'm good. I got it. So eventually, if you're not going to open that door, people are going to stop knocking. So let's ask the real question. How are you being a good friend when you are suffering in silence and either your circle doesn't know or they know and can't actually do anything about it because you will not let them? I want you to notice something about that sentence, okay? Silence isn't neutral. It's not just keeping it to yourself. It's actually withholding the one thing that would allow someone to show up for you. It's not protecting your friendships. Being silent and holding all of this on your own shoulders and piling your plate up with things is not making you, as you would probably say, less of a burden. Because what you're probably thinking is, I don't want to be a burden. It just moves your suffering somewhere your friends can't reach it. And then you just call that strength. Again, these are the beliefs that you walk around with every day to try to make this right. And here's the part that doesn't get said enough: you can't be the best version of yourself for anybody if you don't have the capacity. And this is a conversation that I've had at work with some of the students. They come in with this exact same thing. Like, I don't want to burden my friends. I don't want to always be the down one. I don't always want to be negative. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And I really had to sit and ask them, okay, but what kind of friend are you? Like, how do you show up for them? If you've got this going on and this going on and you're struggling with this and you don't have this and you like you have a mountain of things going on that you're struggling through, are you really a good time when y'all go out? When they call and they need someone to talk to, and because you're that friend, you're going to answer and you're going to listen. You're going to put everything to the side to be there for them. Are you really listening? Can you really support them? Can you really give them the best words of wisdom when you ain't got it to give? It actually makes you worse of a friend when you're trying hard to be one because you're short with people, you're less present, and you're just going through the motions instead of actually offering care and support. So let's talk about 3 shifts to becoming the friend that you actually think you are and the one that you want to be. Asking for help doesn't burden your friends. It's going to include them in your life. A lot of us, me too, because sometimes I struggle with it, a lot of us are asking for help. A lot of us treat asking for help like we're handing someone a weight that they didn't sign up for. It's like, oh, this is heavy. Ugh, I'm going to give it to you. But if you think about the last time that you showed up for someone that you really cared about, and they let you in on something that was really hard and something that they were struggling with, and it was just like they couldn't do it alone, did it feel like a burden to you? Or did it feel like, I appreciate you for trusting me with this, for letting me in such an intimate and hard moment? That's the part that we consistently get backwards. Asking for help is not taking away from your friendships. It's actually one of the things that deepens it. So when you're letting someone in to help you, you're not costing them something. You're giving them a role. You're saying, you matter enough to me that I'm not going to pretend around you. I'm going to show you the raw version of me, and we're going to try to figure this out together. The shift here isn't asking for help so you feel better, although you'll probably feel better when you don't have to navigate these things by yourself. Every time you don't ask, you're quietly keeping your friends at a distance, and they didn't get to be a part of that choice. You decided for them that they couldn't close the gap that you have. Something to think about. Shift number 2: capacity is not optional. It's the actual resource friendship runs on. Take this and do what you want with it, okay? Showing up for the people you love isn't just about intention. It requires real capacity. Like, you can't be present for someone who's having a hard week and needs someone to talk to, or that guy is calling again, or she's having issues with her mom, if you don't have anything to give. If you've spent all of your capacity on trying to navigate all of the issues that you have by yourself, how do you have the capacity when they call, even though you answer? This is why suffering in silence is not generous. It's not helpful. Even though deep down I know you think it feels that way. It doesn't spare your friends anything. It just means you're running on empty. And so when you're in a group and y'all are together, you look distracted. Your patience is short. You cop in a little attitude. You rolling your eyes, or you're in your phone, or you're glazed over because you're not present, even when you're trying your hardest. And they notice that. And that's actually quite hurtful for them. Protecting your capacity, including asking for help when you need it, isn't selfish. It's what makes it possible for you to actually show up for the people that you care about instead of performing being there. And shift number 3, letting people help you is a skill. It's not a personality trait. A lot of the women that I work with think I'm just someone who doesn't ask for help. I'm just someone who figures it out on my own. The same way they'd say I'm not a morning person or I'm not a night owl. Like it's fixed. Like it's nothing you can do about it. And it's not. It's a pattern. It's usually inherited, and patterns can change. Habits can change. It might sound like I don't want to be a burden, or if I ask, I'm admitting I can't handle it. I'm admitting that I'm weak. Or nobody has time to deal with the stuff that I have going on because everyone has their own things going on. Yes, people will always have their own stuff going on, but it's not a fact that they can't be there and support you when you have something going on. All of these are beliefs, and most of them have been instilled in you from a long time ago, before this friendship even existed. Now, the practice I have for you, because we love a good action step. I want you to ask one person to take something off of your plate. Doesn't have to be a big thing. Doesn't have to be something that like makes you so uncomfortable that you can't ask, but push yourself out of your comfort zone. We're not going crisis level. We're starting down here at the bottom. So something really small. And when you ask, notice what comes up. The discomfort is the pattern. It's not necessarily the truth. I want to name where a lot of this is coming from because it's not random. It's not something that you just woke up and started doing. A lot of Black women inherit the role of being the strong one, which you've heard me tell you before, right? We're the ones that holds it together. We don't ask. We handle it. And that role gets rewarded. It even gets praised, which makes it harder to put it down, to not be that person. But that role was never designed for closeness. That was designed for survival. And the friends who love you, they don't want that version of you. They don't want the version of you that never needs anything from them. They want the real you. They want the vulnerable you. They want the one behind the representative, the one who lets them in. And that's that gap that I'm always talking about. How you can look like you're the most reliable friend in your group and still quietly be isolating inside every single one of those friendships. Because reliability and closeness, they're not the same thing. So, again, here's what I want you to do: one friend who genuinely would show up for you if you let them. You know who it is. You know who it is. This week, just let them in. One small ask. That's it. And if you want to understand the deeper pattern behind why asking for help feels so hard for you specifically, then make sure you take the free survival mode assessment. It's going to be in the description. It'll help you name what's actually running underneath all of this instead of guessing at it alone. And remember, being a good friend was never about never needing anything. That doesn't even make sense when you think about it. It's about being real enough and vulnerable enough to let someone in. So if this hit home, make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get videos every time one drops. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.